Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Aries. How are you guys? Let's see what's going on. This card wants to come out, Aries. Yeah, I see focus. I see some of you still focused on something, possibly from the past. Yeah. Things aren't clear though. There needs to be some clarity. Yeah, so I do see embracing new opportunities, though. I do feel there's something new coming in. I do think you're going to start getting some clarity here. Yeah, it's all about embracing the new. See, focused on success, maybe financial success. You can see the sky's brighter, but someone's still kind of a little bit in the dark still. But it's about success, and I see some of you focused on that. Yeah, but this is focusing on the past. It's now time to embrace new. Yeah, so I do see someone's focused on you too, and maybe it's yourself, and it has to do with a situation being successful. Yeah, so I do see this inner peace, but we have two fish swimming in the same direction. It's like the Two of Cups. These are both very much the same, but a little different. But there's basically a sense of harmony here. Yeah, we got two people focused on each other here, and it does have to do with a union, connecting here. Yeah, so I do see potential. There is potential, but there's also potential for a disaster. It is a volcano. Yeah, but this is someone who sees the potential, just kind of looking at it, but it's about embracing this new. Someone here is just being still. See, the shadow is behind, so it's all about focusing on forward. Yeah, so we got love here. There is beautiful potential here. Definitely beautiful. Something blossoming between two people. So there's definitely some love. Yeah. Often this is embracing the time in between. Could be just making peace with the past, gaining some kind of clarity. But I do see success. Someone sees this, either whether this will be successful or not, but I also see financial success too. Wow. Saying to just be still. Just be still. Someone's about to embrace this opportunity. Let's have a look at focus. Why is this here? Yeah, we got the Queen of Cups, but we have the Two of Stones. So someone's a little inner struggle. See, this is an internal struggle here. Someone's struggling here. It could be robbing Peter to pay Paul, where it's time to focus on success, but we have someone who's emotionally available. Yeah, here. I definitely see this energy of focusing a lot on love, and there is a need to focus on, I feel, financial success too. But it's whether this will be successful, and that's what it is. There's potential. Let's have a look at embracing. Yeah, so someone having a little aha moment, seeing the truth in a situation. Yeah, so someone figuring something out. You'll see this, one of these crazy knives that people pull apart and go, what is this for, right? Yeah, it's interesting. But it is a little aha moment. And I do see someone struggling here, inner struggle. It could be emotional. See, comparing someone from the past to the present, but it's about focus, what you're focused on. Yeah, someone wants to know what you're focused on here. And it's an energy of some sort of truth and idea, too. Some of you might even have an idea here. There's likely a couple things going on. Yeah, look at that, a spark, desire. There's an attraction. Ooh. Definitely, I feel this energy of being emotionally open, available. If you are comparing one situation to the other, nothing compares, whether it's you or this other person. Yeah, wow. It's also an energy, do they love me, do they not? Because we have a person very focused on you. Yeah, there's a spark and a lot of desire. You can flip the energy, but look at this, two people. It's the Two of Cups here. Yeah, we have someone who's not taken any action. They're kind of pinned down by their thoughts. Now, this could be a little time out, but to me, it's just somebody who's not taking any action. You can see these two people are sitting here. They're being still, so there's no action. It has to do with clarity, too, clearing things up and clearing things out. Someone's thinking. See, there's a lot of thinking. Yeah, let's have a look at the potential. Yeah, Knight of Swords here. And we have the High Priestess come out with that too. So, yeah, it says then to trust your inner knowing. Some of you already know the answers you're seeking. There is definitely potential because it's a person choosing their battle. So I feel it's a person going to take decisive action. But it's someone who's been keeping it all in, keeping something to themselves. But I see privacy. It's about getting someone alone. We have a person thinking about this, this connection, but there's no action yet. So it has to do with someone who needs to take action. But all this embracing time in between. It's a little healing possibly too, a little time out, a much needed rest. But the High Priestess is an energy of someone keeping it all in here. Yeah, but I feel like you already know the answers you're seeking. Some of you already know if you're making a choice. Yeah. But this is someone who's kept it in. They've gone within, into me, I see. See, they see the potential. There's love here. Ooh, this could be a blossoming, budding new romance as well. Tell me about the love. See, do they love me? Do they not? There's love here. Yeah, we have a person assessing the situation. They're kind of taking their time. This is someone looking to see if it's clear, if it's safe. It's all about clearing things out. See, someone's clearing things out here, taking decisive action, choosing their battles. But it's somebody who's been thinking this through, and they're going to take action. But it has to do with kind of taking their time. It also has to do with sincerity, whether someone's sincere. But it's about the assessment of this. There's love, there's potential, but it's about going down this path. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely the desire and the spark, which shows me they're very focused here. See, they want this. It's kind of like a win or lose energy. What have I got to lose, right? Yeah. But if it's yourself here, it's about choosing the one. You already know the person you're likely choosing. Yeah, we have a person. It has to do with someone taming the beast. Yeah, taking their time. It has to do with the coast being clear. They're looking at all the details. See, there's a potential for a disaster, but there's also this beautiful potential for love and a bond and a connection between two people. But it has to do with someone starting to feel more confident here. Yeah, strength and confidence, kindness, compassion. Yeah, look at that. Two of Wands, the kind of between two worlds. It has to do with going down this path together. It's about two people taking things to the next level. I would have to say this person's really thinking about going down this path, the two of you coming together. I do think it's someone who would like to get you alone. I do see privacy. But it has to do with someone taking decisive action. They need to hurry up. If you have a choice, too, this is where this person needs to hurry up and move. Yeah, someone making a decision, too. See, the path that someone's been on could be someone leaving a situation behind and two people coming together, but it just looks like a decision. A lot of judgment here. Life path, choice, decision, judgment. It is a healing. I do see healing. And I also see kindness, compassion, and possible forgiveness. Could be why someone's been moving kind of slow here. Tell me about the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. Yeah, justice. See, harmony. It's all about harmony. See, success and harmony between two people. We got some truth here. It's just someone seeing truth that has to do with success. It's an enlightenment. Someone's being enlightened here. See this time in between, but it's about embracing this opportunity. It's all about the harmony between two people. It's about coming in right. Is this person right for me? You know, is this the right path? Tell me about the Queen of Cups. Ooh. Yeah, Page of Sticks, Page of Wands. This is someone here kind of focused on self. Yeah, someone kind of focused on self here. Yeah, but it's whether, because there's potential. It has to do with will this, and I feel it has to do with will this go the distance? Is this person right for me? Some of you, if you have a choice, I do see this, someone who may not kind of here for the good times, not a long time energy. It is youthful, it's playful. Sometimes it's a little flirty, somebody flirting with someone. So there's definitely the energy of knowing someone's available, but it's about that emotional energy. Tell me more about the Page of Wands. See, it has to do with someone focusing on the wand. The spark, the desire, the physical attraction. So if you have someone here, if you have a decision to make and you're comparing one to the other, we have someone here who may not stick around. There's a potential for disaster, but one of these has potential. Yeah, see, being very discerning. See, this is about lessons you've learned. Okay. This is about the sword being up, being a little skeptical. Yeah. But it's about it's about being decisive. It has to do with seeing truth in a situation. One of these may not go anywhere. Like I say, here for a good time, not a long time. Whether it'll go the distance. It has to do with harmony between two people. So someone here may not be right for you. Like I say, two people may be even going their separate ways here. But it's about making peace. I feel you've got a connection. There is a connection. You've made the connection. It's two people coming together. But like I say, it's somebody here possibly between two worlds, And if you have a choice, I do see being wise and being discerning. Some of you may be cutting someone out because they didn't come in right or they weren't fair. But this is an energy of someone who's experienced. And it has to do with seeing truth. Yeah, possibly why someone walked away. So that's also seeing truth within yourself. You already know the answers. Maybe it was yourself, kind of focused on self. Maybe you weren't ready, or it's somebody here wasn't ready. I mean, the Page of Sticks is flirty, it's playful, it's fun. It's generally someone who has good news, but it's also a person who can be kind of self-absorbed. They talk a lot about themselves. It's often maybe why someone walked away, but it's what you're seeking. See, I feel like you already know the truth. Yeah. Whether it's yourself or this person, just take it as it resonates. But this is often someone who's self-absorbed. They focus on self. It's all about me, right? So that's whether you're dealing with that. And if you have a choice, you already know what you're going to choose here. I feel like you already know the answers. So it's about healing and releasing, shedding all this. But this is a life path decision because we have a Knight of Stones. This is a person, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It's someone kind of assessing the situation. See, looking forward. It's about clearing all this out. It's about going down this path together. And if you have a choice and you have someone who's not taking action, I feel like it's yourself not taking action. Like I say, between two worlds here. Life path choice decision. It's two people crossing paths coming together. Some of you have a situation I feel like that isn't going to go anywhere because I do see the sword being up. I feel like you're speaking your truth, and this is something you've experienced. But it has to do with why someone walked away, seeing the truth why someone walked away, or telling someone why you did. There's a situation going to be learned. Tell me about justice. Yeah, Two of Cups. See, two people. There's harmony. Beautiful connection. Friends first often. Definitely you have, so I feel some of you got a choice to make. One of these just isn't right for you. Okay, or someone who feels you're not the right person for them. Take it as it resonates, but we have two people making a connection. Now it's about taking it to the next level. Yeah, tell me about this Two of Cups. There's two fish swimming in the same direction. Yeah, Two of Vessels. Yeah, see, spending time together, doing things together. So some of you maybe have had someone here where you wanted to spend time together. You wanted to connect. You may have a person who didn't want to spend time with you, didn't want to do things with you. But I feel like I feel some of you have got a new connection because this is this energy of time in between. You're going, aha, you're seeing the truth. And it could be, why someone walked away or why you walked away. And it could be the other person too, but you can see that. It's all about the things you have in common, compatibility. It's about doing things together. This person fantasizes. There is a little fantasizing. Someone doing a lot of thinking, see, doing it together. But it is about spending time. It's about learning the things you have in common. So some of you could have walked away, or someone did, because they felt you had nothing in common. Yeah. Sometimes it's just a person who's not ready, you know. Someone who's not ready to take it to the next level. Let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Yeah, Page of Stones. It has to do with whether someone's going to follow through. Some of you got a person who maybe doesn't follow through. It's a Page of Stones. See, it's someone not taking any action. So if you have a choice, someone here hasn't followed through. They're looking at the situation. It's all in the details. Yeah. It's all about following through and making a decision, a choice. So one of these may not go anywhere. And someone's pinned down by their thoughts here. I feel it's just a person who may not be ready. But it's what you're seeking. See, this is an energy of what you're seeking. Two people seeking the same thing. So I do feel like you have another person here. Tell me about Judgment. Yeah, you got a person who is being a little sneaky, and that's often insecure, someone who feels a little insecure. Seven of Swords. See the potential. Someone's sneaking around. They're up to something. So there's a potential for a disaster. But this is often insecurity. It's just somebody here trying to figure something out. They're determined to win, and they go about it in the wrong way. Someone who goes about things in the wrong way. So you can see the potential of someone up to something, sneaking around. It's an energy of definitely insecurity, but it's also an energy of, it has to do with a person who's often determined to win, right? What have I got to lose? But they go about something in the wrong way, whether it's yourself or the other person. But I feel there's something else here it's trying to tell me. It's definitely someone who's trying to figure something out. And they're looking at the facts. It's telling you to look at the facts too. I see the facts, the Queen of Swords. See what you've got experience, what you've experienced. And it's applying it to this. So if you had somebody who was kind of sneaky or playing games, see, it's somebody who plays games. And you got a person here, I do feel like it isn't going to go anywhere. Yeah, someone feels this just isn't going anywhere. Something, the potential for a disaster, or somebody who isn't, it's somebody who's here for the good time, right? They're just looking for fun. But one of these actually has potential, because I see love blossoming, and I do see an opportunity for love here. Yeah, see the Queen of Stones, the Queen of Pentacles, someone who's practical. Now this is often too, and I'm going to tell you what I see for some of you. Just take what resonates. I feel like we have a different Aries energies. This is often a person who acts like they're not interested, or they're just focused on other things, right? It's a person who likes to plan and prepare ahead. It's someone who's stable financially. So it's about being prepared. Someone who's prepared. See, this is someone who's not prepared. So I feel we had a couple different people, but it could be how you're looking at another person. This is someone who's not interested in playing games. But here's the other thing. This other person can't figure you out. They're looking at the situation. They can't figure you out. This is someone who can't read someone. They don't know whether you're interested or not. They're trying to figure you out. So this is someone trying to figure out, do they love me? Do they not? You see that energy? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So they go about it in a sneaky way. Wow. But it's someone who just can't figure someone out, and they're just really focused on it, like really focused on it. But there's a lack of clarity. You see, there's a lack of clarity, but this is that aha moment, seeing the truth, clarity. It's an energy of someone who wants to win. Do they love me? Do they not? Potential for a disaster, but and if there's two, you definitely have a potential. Someone sees potential. There's love here. So someone here definitely sees potential. The other person, I definitely feel a little player energy for some of you. But often it's just someone who can't figure someone out and they go about it in the wrong way. Yeah, and then we have a person who's not budging and not moving. This is someone protecting themselves. See, nobody's budging, nobody's moving, but this is someone protecting themselves. But I also see someone focused on one thing too much. See how they're sitting on that bench and there's a bird in the tree and they're focused on it and they're not seeing anything else that's going on around them. Some of you aren't seeing this, is what I feel, because this is someone focused on one thing. Their house, their home, their money, the future. And this is, like I say, it's somebody here can't figure you out, but it is an energy of someone who doesn't see what's going on around them, not seeing. This is someone focused on other things. Someone focused on their money. They're not focused on love. Interesting. I feel we have two different Aries energies here. Because this is someone not seeing what's going on around them because they're focused on something else. Now, it could be where you're focused on another person. Because there is potential for love here. And I do see someone here protecting themselves too. Could be their money, everything they've worked for. But it is an energy of protection too. Could be someone telling someone the truth. It is an energy of protection. But it is about financial stability too. Wow, yeah. Four of Wands, someone with a house, a home, a financial foundation. Yeah, so and now if you had an agreement with someone and they didn't follow through, it's because they felt something sketchy was going on. See, it's a person who doesn't see what's going on around them. It has to do with the Hierophant, someone's lifestyle habits, the way they conduct themselves. It has to do with loyalty, faith. It's about being on the same page. So there may have been some sort of an agreement here, and we have a person who didn't follow through. So it has to do with loyalty. So some of you have dealt with someone who may not have been loyal. But this is the Queen of Pentacles, someone who doesn't always pay attention to what's going on around them because they're focused on other things, their life. Some of you, I do see contracts, negotiations, and agreements here. So I do see an energy of success. Going down this path, see teaming up, see two people teaming up, working together as a team. But I'm seeing a sense of someone who wants friends. See, it's and I'm going to be honest, some of you maybe gave someone the impression that you just want to be friends. For company, companionship, someone to spend time and do stuff with. So if you gave someone that impression, they can't figure you out, especially if you walked away, because it has to do with why someone walked away. It wasn't emotionally fulfilling. See, you felt you weren't emotionally fulfilled, but if you just wanted to, be friends with someone. Some of you, it's a person thinking it's friends with benefits. Maybe they felt that that's what you wanted, or that's what you were having, but something didn't turn out that way. It's all about those impressions, Yeah, there's some truth here and enlightenment. Someone's coming up with some kind of idea. There's a spark and there's a lot of desire. So if you've left this behind and you really want, because this is often someone who feels something sneaky's going on. They see the potential, but they feel there's something sneaky going on. Now, you could feel that way with someone who doesn't follow through, but on the other hand, I feel it's a person who acts like they just want to be friends or want friends with benefits, but they actually want something more. So flip the energy however you need. This is an interesting reading, but there's something being learned. This person's trying to figure someone out. See, they're learning something. And this is also yourself learning. See, now you have experience, what you've experienced. But this is that inner struggle. See, someone's internalizing this. You're internalizing it, or it's the other person. Do they love me? Do they not? Should I or shouldn't I? But to me, it looks like, should I stay or should I go? And I see that too. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, see, we got the King of Cups. See, there's love here. It's somebody sees potential. Now, if you have a choice between two, I'll be honest, one of these is kind of sketchy, a little player energy, and it could be someone who isn't following through because they feel that someone's being a player here and up to something no good. But this is a person here taking the plunge, going deep within their emotions. So this is about two people coming together. Yeah, I do see a timeout, someone taking a break and a timeout, but we got a person pinned down by their thoughts here. It's what they're thinking, and I do think it's someone who can't read you. They can't figure you out. So they may go about something in a sneaky way. The Queen of Pentacles is a person who often doesn't share a lot of expression or emotion. And often doesn't even see what's going on around them because they're focused. And you could be focused on someone else, for that matter, or you feel they are. Yeah, but it's what you're focusing on, and that's what someone wants to know. And I really feel for most of you, it's just someone who just can't read someone. And it's about, and I do see the Hierophant is doing things by the book, following society's rules. So it's someone who maybe feels, there's something going on here. They see potential, but for disaster, because they maybe have the impression that you just want friends with benefits, or you feel that way about this person. But I feel it's telling you to be discerning here. Yeah, see, it's about whether someone's actually interested, what they're interested in. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah. And comparing one to the other, one of these doesn't compare. Nothing compares. So if you've dealt with someone who was sketchy, sneaky, a player, you may be looking at this person that way yourself. If you had someone who just wanted friends with benefits. See, this is someone emotionally available. We got two people here, King and Queen of Cups. It's about coupling up. So it's about interest. It's about investing emotionally. This is someone looking at the situation, what you're interested in, what you're up to. If you have other options, because it is definitely the energy of someone who feels the other person may have other options, or they just want friends with benefits. So one of these may not go anywhere. If you want some sort of commitment, one of these may not go anywhere. The other one definitely has potential. Someone here definitely, I feel, it's the way someone communicates. They kind of like what you do and what you're up to. You want to do something, but they don't really communicate clearly, so you don't really know exactly what this person wants. So watch for that energy. I definitely feel some of you, it's someone who's a player, but it's almost like we have someone who thinks you are. Because it's a person who can't read someone. They're trying so hard. They want to win. They're determined to win. They've been assessing it, and they're looking to see if the coast is clear. But it has to do with someone clearing things out, too. Yeah. Tell me about the Seven of Cups. Yeah, see, there's the opportunity. Someone's cup runneth over. They want to offer you this cup. And I feel they're going to do it, win or lose. But it's about being emotionally available. See, the Queen of Pentacles isn't necessarily not emotionally available. It's just whether someone's actually available or not, period. Because this person is not paying attention to what's going on around them. They're focused on other things. And all of a sudden, here comes this person. See, during this time in between, yeah, so someone has ended. There's an ending. It's someone who's walked away from a situation. See, embracing this time in between. But there's going to be clarity, and it's someone who's starting to see things clearly. So this is someone kind of going, aha. They figured you out. But as far as the feminine goes, I feel like some of you have cut somebody out and ended it. Because it's not going anywhere. They want friends with benefits. You want something more. So does this person. It's what two people are looking for. Interesting energy. Tell me about this Knight of Stones. See, it's a person. See, this is where someone feels like giving up. They feel beat up. And it's about putting this behind. But this is an energy of someone who doesn't want to give up. See, when you're just about ready to give up, here comes this cup. But this is someone who is just about ready to give up, and then there's this aha. So I do think you're going to find out a truth And it could be you speaking truth about an ending, or you already know the answers you're seeking, that someone has ended a situation. It's interesting, but it is about spending time and doing things together. Someone's pinned down by their thoughts, doing a lot of thinking. They're not taking any action. You got a person who I feel isn't going to follow through. But one of these will. And I do feel it's this person with the Ace of Cups here. Yeah, you got an Emperor. See, you have an Emperor, someone leveling up. And they're going to make this happen. What does this Emperor want? They're looking at things from a different perspective. See, checking things out. This is someone who looks at someone and they get the impression they're not interested, only to find out that they are, especially if you're available and you have another person and they're finding this out. Whoever they are, they're determined to win. Now, if you went about something maybe you were feeling a little insecure. I don't know. Maybe you felt like you went about something in the wrong way. But I really feel for the most part it's someone who can't read someone. And they are going within. See that little aha moment? And that's what they are, the Emperor. So this Emperor is going to make this happen. Wow. Yeah, see things calming down, applying lessons learned. It's about getting acquainted. Some of you too, some of you have, I do, during this time, embracing other opportunities. This is about seeing truth in an ending, why something ended. And I feel like you already know. Someone may have enlightened you, but if you are making a choice, you already know the person you're going to choose. Yeah, because nothing compares, and it's an energy where nothing compares to you. But the interesting thing is this getting acquainted, applying lessons learned. It's when you're just about ready to give up. Here comes this person. This is someone waiting for things to calm down. But it is about getting acquainted. Some of you might have had another person come in here, but it's not going to go anywhere. This person's definitely... Yeah, look at that. This is a person making a powerful move, the Chariot. But it is someone who's put on the brakes. They're taking another look, and that's that aha moment. They're just going to swoop in here. This person's going to come in out of the blue, just when you're about ready to give up. This person comes in. They are emotionally available. It's some Chariot energy, Cancer. They feel confident. They have self-control. So whoever this is an Emperor. They've learned their lessons, put it that way. Yeah, wow, yeah. See, there's a lot of curiosity. See, shining a light, curiosity. And this is someone who's learning something here. See, doing things by the book, but they've learned something. So they know you're available. This could be someone thinking the other person's playing games, because it's almost like they're like, I know this person likes me. I know, right? Because they see that spark, desire, the little twinkle in the eye. Two people checking each other out. You look at each other, you look away. Yeah, so they're having that little aha moment. I love this. Yeah, you got a King of Wands here. See, it's coming with the Emperor. Now, you could have someone here who's a player. I do see some of you have had choice. One of these won't go anywhere, because it's someone who just wants friends with benefits, or unless that's what you want. It all depends what you desire here. Some of you, maybe you just want friends with benefits. But some of you, it's more like friends first. Yeah. I kind of feel like it's more like friends first. But yeah, and it all depends too. Like if you projected the energy of just, or you really just wanted company and companionship, someone to spend time with, and then this person starts to act accordingly, you may have cut them out. But I feel like you are the one learning and that the person has ended it. This is someone who knows what they want. Win or lose, they're going for it. But yeah, because it's when you're just about ready to give up, here comes this person. And if there are two, you do possibly, one of these has potential and one of them could be a complete disaster. I got to be honest here. I just feel some of you definitely, and it could be where you're looking at this. See, focusing on the past. And if you were dealing with someone who was still focused on the past, there was a lack of clarity. But yeah, I'm definitely seeing that inner struggle. One of these definitely isn't like the other, put it that way. So the Wheel of Fortune is good luck and timing. So this is a beautiful energy because it's someone who's now feeling lucky that whatever this is, this cycle is over. And this person can't believe their good luck. So that's an energy of a person, I feel, who, I mean, it's where they feel something sketchy, something going on. But if you have a person who has come to you and they are in the player, that cycle's over. But this being here tells me someone's curious. They want to know everything. They're likely talking to people. Yeah. One of them has definitely got that friends with benefits energy. Take care. I wish you guys the best here. Choose wisely. See, it's about choosing. And I do see the Queen of Swords, experience, going, aha. But this Emperor's in that energy. Got some Aries, Leo, Sag energy here. And I do see some of you with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone who kind of drags their feet assessing the situation. So it's an energy of someone moving very slow. This other person swoops right in and takes control of the situation. The Emperor's taking control, win or lose. They know what they want. They're ready to go down this path. I love this picture. They're ready. It's a little sketchy, like, oh, I don't know. There's a potential for a disaster, but this person can't help themselves. They're going for it. Yeah, see, going down this path. There's a lot of water here, too, which is interesting. This person's walking through a trail, and it's all flooded, but they're going for it. What have I got to lose? So take care. See you soon.